I just want to talk about issues a bit closer to home. There's a perception that Pakistan's military is the final arbiter, the final decision maker in what happens in your country.
So I think Pakistan has had a history that isn't hidden from anyone. We've had more than half the time of our country's history under direct military rule and various transitions in between. At the moment, I believe that Pakistan is in a period of transition, and absolutely it could go either way. It could mean a success and a strengthening for democratic forces, or it could mean a success and a strengthening for unconstitutional, undemocratic forces. But I think what we're witnessing, a couple of historical things have happened recently. One with the removal of Mr. Khan through a vote of no confidence. It's the first time the institution of parliament has constitutionally and democratically removed a prime minister. That is an institutional democratic milestone. You might not like the results of it if you're from his party, but in the course of Pakistani's history, that is a fundamental achievement, that a military man hasn't come in and pulled out a prime minister, or a court hasn't ordered for them to go. The democratic process has been followed. Second, the former chief of the army staff stood up and gave a speech in his uniform where he accepted that in the past the military used to intervene in politics, and that was not good, neither for the institution nor for the country, and they'd like to step away from that. They'd like to transition away from that. So if the military is publicly saying that they want to transition from a controversial role to a constitutional role, surely all Democrats in Pakistan should welcome that, should encourage that, should give that process a chance. The problem we have with our opposition is what they're saying is, no, you need to have a role, come back, have a role, and help us get back into power, which, given the experience of Pakistan's history, we know that doesn't serve the interests of our people. It doesn't serve the interests of the institution of our military, and it doesn't serve the interests of our country.
Do you think that Imran Khan still has a political future?
Look, in politics, I never say never in politics. What I would encourage him would be to pursue the democratic path. This has been my message to Mr. Khan ever since he was Prime Minister, when he was leaving office, and up until this day. He will most certainly have a future in politics if he strives to pursue a democratic path. If he changes his protest from come intervene in politics to everybody committing to play a constitutional role, I believe he can have a future. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening, in which case democratic, undemocratic forces, characters have had their time in Pakistan's political history, but it's never been long-lived.